Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Soul Care Nomad. My name is Matthew Willbanks, and I'm joined here by my good friend, mentor, and Hawaii-loving guy, Dr. John Okinaga. Dr. O, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I mean, I'm in Hawaii. I'm in my dad's office, and I realize my dad is a hoarder. I mean, I'm pretty sure that radio back there is from when, I don't know, like I was in high school.
Hey,
I mean, it
it's
has a
it's
tape
not
recorder.
okay. The tape recorder is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie,
Tape
but the rest
recorder,
of it, huh?
CD player, so.
It's all history. It's history to be preserved, is what it is. It's not hoarding.
My dad's a hoarder. And
But
then there's me who just tosses everything, so.
it is what it is.
It
But
is.
other than that, how has your time in Hawaii been?
It's been good. How long have I been here? I've been here for, when did I get in? I've been here for 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 days.
Plenty of time to not worry about anything that's happening over in Texas, right?
Sure. How many meetings do you think I've done since I've been here?
Ooh, that's
Let's see how
good.
well you know me, Matt.
Let's
Well, I
see.
well I count them up. So I've been here since December 8th. So
Mm-hmm.
count up meetings and speaking engagements.
Meetings and speaking engagements.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna guess you've been at least 10. 10 to 15 is my guess.
10 to 15. I'm at 14,
Yes, let's
and
go.
you are my 15th.
Woo! Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's
That we did not plan this. I promise.
no,
Like,
no.
yeah,
I was like he's been there 18 days, which means he's probably filled his schedule at least one day, or at least one a day, except for a handful of off days. So,
yeah, 15.
yes. That's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
That's impressive, Matt. I'm,
uh,
but I know this is a last minute podcast, so I'm gonna flip it. Usually, you ask me questions,
uh,
and this time I'm gonna ask you questions, and then I'm gonna share
oh,
some stuff. And I told Matt that our topic today is New Year's, new plans. What did I text you this morning? New Year's, new plans. Sometimes our best plans and ideas don't work out or change, and that's okay. So that's kind of the topic.
mm-hmm.
Is we'll be doing this the first of in January of 2026, and you have some new plans and
Mm-hmm.
new things. So why don't you share with everyone some of the changes that are taking place for Matthew Willbanks in from 25 to 26?
Yeah, so I have accepted a position to go back to where I used to work while I was finishing up college, and it's at Happy Hill Farm or North Central Texas Academy. It's both the same place. I'm going to be working with middle school, high school guys mostly, living in a house with them, watching over them, kind of being a resident director in a sense for a house. And I'm going to be back involved in student ministry while also working on my doctorate of ministry at Southwestern. And so, the irony is not lost on me from a couple months ago saying I just want to move straight into counseling and then not finding any job that I could get in Dallas Fort Worth area. And then I have a good friend of mine who still works at the farm where I'll be moving to, and I just was like, hey, do y'all have any positions open? And he goes, yes, we have one position left open, and it's for a single guy resident. And I was like, oh. Okay. So then I contacted the residence director and he was like, "Yep, we've got one position open. Are you interested in it?" And I was like, kind of, cuz like I really wanted to move on to, bigger and better things, but with the project that I am most likely going to do, which is going to be teaching children and student workers at churches or wherever how to counsel, I'm going to need as much data as I can get, which means I've got to know what students are dealing with, what they're struggling with, which means I've got to be around students. And so, moving back to Granbury is going to be interesting, but I'm super excited for it because again, not in the cards. Like that was not even something I was considering, except for just a last minute of, well, they might have something. Um, but yeah, it'll be interesting going forward for sure.
So you're going to be in Granbury.
Hmm.
Do you know that Keith Palmer and Dr. Yule are in Granbury?
Yes, I do know that.
Okay. Well, if you're looking for a church, I know
Right.
some guys.
Yep.
I
But
saw, yeah, I actually go to Granbury to do stuff with Keith quite often. So,
yep.
yeah.
Yep. So I mean, my availability is going to be pretty low since it's a school, and whenever the students are in the house, I have to be in the house, except for my off days where I can go out and do whatever. But I mean, you can't have any better, in the research and writing phase of a doctorate. It's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Is I'm just every single day is more research and figuring out what these guys are going through, what they're struggling with. So it's exciting at one point, but also I'm just like, man, I thought I was moving on past this, but nope. God has pulled me right back into it.
Well, I mean, you're going to be doing counseling every single day, though.
Almost, yeah.
So I think from that perspective, you heard right. It just didn't happen how you expected or wanted it to.
Right, because it was the whole thing of student ministry and kind of equivocating it to being a student minister. And those are two different things because you can be a volunteer for a student ministry and not be a student minister. And you can work in a Christian school and be involved in student ministry and not be a student minister. And
Hmm.
so it's just kind of, and that goes into what is ministry? What is a minister? And the Bible's pretty clear is ministry is the life that you live according to just simply being there and serving each other. I mean, right now I've got a shirt from camp this year says no other name, and it's based off of Philippians 2. And the book of Philippians is there are two main themes in that book. It's obviously the joy of the Lord, but another point that's I think missed is serving other people. I mean, that's the setup to um, second or Philippians 2:5 through 11, which is have the same understanding of Christ, who being in the form of God did not call it count it as equality as something to be grasped, and you came to be man. But before all of that, what's the same mind, the same understanding of Christ is being a servant.
Hmm.
Like,
Well, I'm excited for you, Matt.
yeah,
I mean, it's you living out both parts of what you've been trained to do from Southwestern, and that is student ministry and counseling.
right, right,
And and you're starting to see that you can't separate the two,
mm,
no matter how much you want to try to just focus on one.
yeah,
For you, they kind of just go hand in hand together. And for those that are in ministry or just doing life, that's often how it is. Like, our best plans or our best ideas, what we want to do, isn't always what God desires of us.
yeah,
And there's some changes also for Soul Care Network and some of the things that we're doing. And um, I got a new job. So before people freak out, I'm still at Southwestern full time. My new job is part time in Corpus Christi, working for Yorktown Baptist Church as their director of biblical counseling. And that wasn't what I wanted They wanted me full time. I was like, no, here's what I can do as part time, and it's worked out. And I think as we're going to the new year, new challenges, new things, but what remains the same is like what you said is serving God and serving others.
Hmm.
Like regardless of whatever ministry context we're in, or what we're God has placed in front of us, we have to serve Him and serve His people. So that is one of the things. And you'd actually be proud of me, Matt. This is the first year in Hawaii that I didn't look for a job.
Yeah.
Or that came off wrong. I didn't take any job interviews.
Hmm.
I said no. I'm actually very happy in Texas doing what God has placed in front of me. And the other thing was, our best plans doesn't always work out. I've always, and you've heard me say this in class, I miss working with my boys. I miss working in rehab. I miss that. Um, I miss that life. And I realized that season is done. One of the meetings I had, Matt, was I went and spoke at a sober living home here in Hawaii, and it was all ex-cons. Um, 18 years ago, that would have been very comfortable for me. But this year, nope. I think I've nerded out, and I spoke there, and I realized I don't speak pidgin anymore.
Mm.
I didn't connect with any of them. I connected with the workers, but I didn't actually connect with the guys in treatment. And the reason I share that is that's always been kind of in my back pocket. If this Southwestern thing doesn't work out, I'm just going to go back to the rehab world and work in that world. And this trip was a very sobering or clear reminder that nope, that's no longer in your back pocket. Like that's
Hmm.
not your people. But I think while also sharing your story, like how you're back in student ministry and you're doing it, it doesn't matter what we want. It
Right.
matters what God has for us. So
Hmm.
that's
Yeah.
kind of what. And was there anything else? Oh, yes, couple announcements. So Matt is still our intern. He hasn't been fired
Yep.
yet.
I
I'm just
guess.
Matt's still our intern. Mandy is running our Instagram. We also hired Casey to do our YouTube. I'm hiring a lot of people with no revenue coming in, Matt, and that's not a good business model.
Hey, you started all these things. I was like, yeah, I'll pay for it. I was like, all right, big dog, if you're up for it and you do it, I'm just here to edit the videos and then just edit the podcast, just put it out. Like I already do this for fun anyways, so
Yeah, well, by God's grace, I kind of worked that into my, yeah, whatever.
yep.
Hey, it's helping people. The response has been good.
Hmm.
Um, a couple of things we'll be doing. Well, not we. Yorktown, we're putting on a biblical counseling conference in April. Did I tell you about this one yet?
Yes, you told me to make sure I take off work for the
That's
conference.
right. Yeah, you'll be there.
Yes.
So Matt will be there because Matt, our book that we wrote or that you contributed to, what was it 3 years ago?
This is two, almost three at this point, but yeah,
Almost three. It's supposedly being shipped here to Hawaii right now for me to do the final stamp of approval.
it'll get there for your parents to read, but you're probably already going to be back in Texas at that
That
point.
at the this publisher's driving me nuts. But anyway, um, our book is done. Finally,
Hmm.
finally, I never want to deal with publishers ever again. 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
2 years.
Yep. I
Still,
mean, I still have the copy of when you just self published and just tried to get that right off the bat. I still flip through it from time to time and look at it. So it's been helpful for me as well.
well, it's never been self-published. It's just on there where I just printed like author proofs
Mm-hmm.
because I knew eventually the school wanted me to go through a real publisher.
Right.
I don't want to do that ever again.
Just sell a couple Otanis and just let that all do the work.
But anyway, we'll be our conference is gonna you're gonna like this. The conference is titled Heart Issues. The Church is a Culture of Care. And the reason
Mhm.
why we have that tagline is because our speakers are going to be Dell Johnson and Dr. Babler.
Yep.
And then I'll be doing the panel and all that fun stuff. So if you have friends and family in South Texas, it'll be at Yorktown Baptist Church, April.
I think you said April.
No,
Did it change it?
I've never changed. Oh, good thing we're talking about this. It is April 18th.
18th. That's it. Okay. That's right.
You come up on the 17th.
Hmm. See, that was actually in my calendar. I just remembered the 8. So I was partially right.
Partially right. Okay. Anxiety. Anyway, I'm
Eh,
just joking. But so we have that. So that's some of the nonsense I wanted to do. Is we now have an Instagram. Man, someone volunteered to run it. Sweet.
yep.
Our book will be published. We're supposed to have it out for Christmas, but obviously that did not happen.
Nope.
Um, but it's being shipped to me supposedly now. But it will be available spring 26,
Okay.
even though it's supposed to be available summer 25.
Details, details, details.
And then we're co-sponsoring the conference along with Southwestern Yorktown. So Soul Care Network will be there. Matt will be running the booth. Oh, I got it. Matt, yeah, we'll talk after this.
I was about to say the details we could talk about after we hit stop recording.
Details. And then we will be doing Peru again and Japan this summer.
Great.
Oh, and
Awesome.
then I'm also doing Florida in February.
What are you
Hey,
doing? What are you doing?
it's an addiction thing. Oh, and then ACBC is publishing my addiction booklet in spring 26.
Oh,
So
that's
that'll
right.
be
That's right. Yeah.
a big deal for me because I can actually focus, or I'll be speaking on my specialty, which is addictions.
Hmm.
And then ACBC will be helping me. Well, actually, they approached me for it, so
Yeah.
I'll be the addiction ding dong out there. I guess I don't know. But hey,
Hey.
Florida's flying out. James and Nicole.
Hey. Okay. Okay. That's something at least. I'll
Yeah,
give you that one.
they're
You
flying
get a
out. James and
pass.
Nicole. Oh, and then this is just a personal. Yay!
Hmm.
Never thought I'd do this. I actually am going to qualify for gold, whatever, gold AA, gold American Airlines Advantage. Yeah,
Good for you, I guess. For how many times you've been flying down to Corpus Christi and then everywhere else.
Japan and yeah, and
Oof.
then based off of projected travels for 26, I'll be platinum for 27.
Oh, so you got any like downtime where you just spend time in the Word where you're not traveling anywhere
Sundays.
planned yet? Oh gosh.
You know, that's what I keep Sundays holy. Like I don't work
Hmm.
on Sundays. So I'm pretty darn good about that. And I think if I didn't have my Sabbath, I'd be an absolute disaster.
Like you
But
were
I
in the
did it
past.
right. Hey, oh no, I did right. I wrote 2 blogs while I was here. Um,
Hmm. Hmm.
I was so yeah, I've talked to Francine quite often about writing stuff. So I did right, but not every day.
Hey, I mean, and I have seen those pictures of you with James at the beach, so there's definitely been family time spent and protected for sure.
I've gone to the beach every day that it's not
Yep.
rained. So as soon
Yep.
as we get off this, Head into the beach.
Oh, you're gonna feel so landlocked when you get back.
Yeah, but I think God has a everything is perfect because by the time I leave, I'm ready to leave.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this will always be home, but I got things to do.
Yep.
And as you guys are, we'll be doing this January 5th. You said is when we're
Mm-hmm.
uh, posting it. Now, as you go in the new year, just remember that our best plans are trash. Matt's
Yep.
best plans trash. My best plans trash. But in God's infinite, perfect wisdom, His plans are not trash.
Yep.
So whatever comes your way this new year, don't do the New Year's resolution. You're probably gonna crap out on it by like the third week of January. Gyms love us the first 3 weeks of January. You want to know why? Because we buy memberships, then we forget we buy memberships, and we stop going. You
Mm-hmm.
know who hates us at the gym? All the regular people. Like when I used to go to the gym, I hated January because you got all
Yes.
these like people who are gonna quit in 3 weeks who show up. So here's my New Year's resolution. I'm not going to the gym the first 3 weeks of January. We did buy a
uh
membership, so I will start the fourth week of January.
huh. Luckily, the school that I'll be working at and Southwestern both have facilities that I can use whenever the students aren't is at the school, especially. So I
Yeah,
will. But I've got a few little workout things that I do at my in my apartment that I will get back in keeping up with. But I want to just end it off with Proverbs 16:9. A person's heart plans his ways, but the Lord determines his steps. Has been something that has just been running through my mind of just like I know exactly the direction I need to go, but then every step I take that's established by the Lord seems to be going a different direction,
yeah,
and that's a good thing because if I continued in my way and being stubborn, um, probably would continue to end up being worse and worse and worse. And so just letting the Lord lead and not trying to follow my own path has definitely been a humbling experience, but it's also been completely necessary.
yeah. Well, Matt, belated Merry Christmas.
Indeed.
I'm
Uh,
grateful for you and grateful for you in my life and looking forward to what comes next.
yep. Looking forward to not seeing you at all, hardly this coming semester, and then getting into it eventually. But I mean, I'll let you know when I've got my off days. I plan
Yeah,
on spending time with you, and then especially with Tim and his boys.
yeah. Well,
Uh,
come on up.
up.
I have a room, so all
Yep, that's it.
right. All
All
right,
right,
I guess that's it.
that sounds like it. So thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Soul Care Nomad. Again, all of our good stuff is in the description, and whenever the book gets published, we will also include that in the description. So we will see y'all for that description at this time next year at this rate.
Be good and don't be stupid. Bye.
Bye, everybody.